Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you are new and haven't subscribed our channel, press the subscribe button. In this video, we are going to learn how to use soluble flow simulation in a spiral pipe. So first of all, we will make the model of spiral pipe in a solubles. Then we will analyze the flow and pressure in the spiral pipe. So let's start. First of all, we are going to make the model of spiral pipe. For that, we will make the circle. Then we will go to the helix and spiral curve. So you can see from here you can give the revolution. We are giving 3.753 revolution or 3.75 revolution. You can give any revolution of your choice. So let it be 3.5 and select OK. Now what we have to do is we are going to use sweep command. For that we have to make some plane. So our plane is normal to this spiral helix. Now we will make the dia of pipe. So I have choose the 5 radius, 5 centimeter. Now we will go to the sweep and select this. So now you can see that our solid model has been ready. So we want it hollow, so we will select thin feature, and from here we will select 0.5 centimeter or 1 centimeter. So now you can see that our model is hollow. Select OK. So our spiral pipe has been ready. Now we will go to the flow simulation and we'll do some analysis on it. Go to the soluble flow simulation. Go to wizard. Okay, so first of all you have to save the document. Now what we have to do is we have to go in the wizard command. So the wizard command has been opened. Now if you want to rename your analysis, you can rename from project name. Select next. If you want to define some SI unit or unit system, you can define it from here. We are going to define temperature in Celsius and length in centimeter because our overall model is in centimeter. Now what we will do is we will go to next. So there are two analysis type as I have explained in the previous videos. You can, if you want to see the previous videos, you can see in the link in the description. So there are two types, internal analysis and external analysis. Internal analysis are for closed bodies or watertight models, and external analysis are for aerodynamic analysis, etc. So what we are going to do is we are going to on the gravity. So gravity is working in the negative y direction. Select next. From here we are going to add water. You can add any material or liquid or gases you want. From here select next. We are using adiabatic wall condition, so everything is okay. Now we will go to the boundary condition. So fluid volume recognition has been failed because the model currently is not watertight. So I have explained you in the previous videos that soluble flow simulation work on the watertight model, especially internal analysis. So we have to make lids to make it watertight. You can go to tools and create lids from here. Just select the planar face and the lid will be automatically created like this. Select OK. Select yes. So this is our computational domain. This box you can see is our computational domain. the analysis will only run in this computational domain. So now what we will do is we will insert the boundary conditions. So we are going to insert the inlet velocity from this lead. So I will right click on this, select other, and from here select lead part 1. Go to inlet velocity, and I am giving the velocity of 30 meter per second. Select OK. So now you can see that our inlet velocity has been applied. Change the transparency of model. So now you can see this arrow showing the direction of inlet velocity. So now we will apply the inlet boundary condition of pressure opening at this lead 2. So for that we will go to select other, and from here lead 2 will be selected. So if you want to change the temperature or environmental pressure according to your condition, you can change it from here. Select OK. Now you can see that our second condition has been applied. Now we will simply go to the insert global goals. These are the goals that you want the result from this analysis. So I am selecting the desired goals like this. You can select any of the shear force, friction force of your choice from these global goals. Now what we will do is we will go to the global mesh, and from here you can define the channel of your meshes of your choice. You can do it manually by changing the aspect ratio, by controlling the planes or channels from here. This is manual, and by automatic you just have to make sure that from where it is refining. You can use the mesh convergence method to get the accurate results. So our analysis has been settled down. Our boundary conditions have been applied, goals have been applied, and mesh have been applied. Now what we will do is we are going to run this study. We are using 4-core processor, so we will turn on all the 4 cores. So to run, so our solver has been opened. If you want to see the real-time upgradation of the velocities and pressure, you can see it from here. Go to insert, go to preview, and from here select the plane on which you want to see your contours. From here you can select the like this. You can select the goals you want to select. So if you want to see all the holes, you can see from tile horizontally. So you can see it from everywhere. So you can see it from anywhere like this and compare your results in the real time from this solver. So our solver is finished. Now we will see the results. First of all, in the results option you can go to the cut plots. So I am selecting front plane because of our geometry. Select OK. Now you can see that our results have been generated, and it is showing the pressure So if you want to animate it, go to play and you can animate it. You can see at the top the pressure is highest and at the lower end the pressure is less, like this. So now we can also add flow trajectories. To add flow trajectories, you have to go in the flow trajectories option and we will select the starting point. So our starting point is this lid. We will select this lid and these are the number of points or number of lines you want to give. I am giving 50 or let's give it 100, and from here you can select the representation of your flow trajectories, and from here we are going to see the pressure. Select OK. So our flow trajectories have been made. You can see that how the flow is occurring in this spiral pipe. Let me hide the cut plots and we will see the flow by playing the trajectories. So like this, it is making the spiral flow, and at the upper end the pressure is maximum and at the lower the pressure is minimum. So this was our tutorial on spiral pipe flow. Thank you for watching. Keep supporting and keep sharing our videos.